Manufacturing in Africa. I believe all of us have wondered, where are we standing? What is needed? What type of companies do we have here on the African continent that are involved in manufacturing? Because to be frank, manufacturing is the key driver for any economic growth. It's needed to build prosperity, to ensure food security, and to make sure that everything we do is somehow available to us. Now, we do have a lot of very strong manufacturing companies in Africa. On average, I would say, a lot of manufacturing companies in comparison to their peers elsewhere in the world are very much vertically integrated. That means, given the challenges we face in some of our markets, manufacturers are forced not to just focus on manufacturing their goods. They are also forced to provide logistics support, packaging solutions, but also just to make sure that their products get into market. So I think in comparison to companies or manufacturers elsewhere in the world, our companies here are very unique when it comes to their achievements, but also the way they do business. A lot of our local manufacturers are quite large companies, mostly hidden. They might not have a website, but they're in business in 30, 40 years, often family owned, second, third generation, and very dedicated to the market. One thing that is very unique here on the continent is that those manufacturers hardly meet the local demand. And that alone is an opportunity in itself. We hardly find manufacturers looking elsewhere on the continent. Why? Because the local market environment sucks up all they produce. So if you're an international manufacturer looking to do business on the African continent, I strongly advise you to do your diligence, to find out who is in the market, because you might be very surprised who is already doing something of your range in market and who's very experienced. Because one thing that is very important on the continent as well when we talk about manufacturing, it doesn't stop at the gate of your manufacturing plant. If you are not able to penetrate the informal market, your products will not be the same in terms of profit margins or profits that you can generate here, because you simply do not reach the consumer. So when you identify partners, joint venture partners, or whatever you're looking into, really don't just judge them on their actual manufacturing capacities. Also look around. What else are they doing? What else are they involved in? Do they have the access to market that you are seeking? Do they have maybe even their own fleet of trucks to deliver the products? And of course, what I usually say is, if you find a well-established manufacturing company here on the continent, you as an international investor or international company who is trying to venture into African markets can greatly benefit from their experiences, but it has to be a partnership on eye level. You bring your technical expertise, you can expand the horizon of the company, you can probably also give them different market access, but it's very important to not just come into a market and try to take over for your own sake. African markets overall are very much personal driven. That means the business relationships that your partner in market might have established over the last 30 years, it's something you will not achieve just because you have a big brand. But if you have any further questions and you're not sure of how and what to do at this particular moment, don't worry about it, ask Amena.